Hello, everyone, and I'm glad that you're joining me for our letter D is for Ducks Letter of the Day Ideas video. So today, D is for ducks, and I love it when our cards match up with our learning. Look at those cute ducks. What color is that tiny duck? Yellow. It's a baby duck. Well, I decorated my letter D to look like a yellow duck. So let me show you that. So I just turned the D to the side. So there's letter D, and I just turned it around like that, and I colored it yellow. I added just some construction paper for the head and the beak, and I just drew two legs with triangles at the bottom, and that made a cute little D is for duck. Now that we can recognize letter D, we learned how to write it, and to write letter D, you need a big bubble. So I'm going to show you that. I'll try to blow a big bubble. Pop. So let me show you how to make a D with a big bubble. So all you have to do is make a number 1 first, and then blow a big bubble. 1 big bubble. 1, and then go back to the top and blow a big bubble all the way down to the bottom. 1 big bubble. You can skywrite, you can use a board like mine, or you can just watch, or you could even, if you're ready, practice on handwriting paper. 1 big bubble. You can get a copy of this handwriting sheet at my website. The link will be below. 1 big bubble. 1 big bubble. So that's how I show how to make the big D. And now let me show you how to make the little D. Let's blow some more bubbles. These are little bubbles this time because the little D needs a little bubble. Make a 1 and then blow a little bubble this way to the left, to the left. You know, B and D look an awfully lot alike. How do I know which one is a B and which is a D? Well, I have a silly way to teach that, but I think it will help it to stick. So I'm going to make a letter B. They do look a lot alike, but the B goes this way to the right. That's a belly button. B has a belly in the front, and D has a stinky diaper in the back. P-U, a diaper. B has a belly in the front this way, and D has a stinky diaper in the back this way. So hopefully that'll help you to remember which way a B and a D goes. So let me show you on handwriting paper that letter D. 1, and then there's a little bubble this way to the left. 1 little bubble. 1 little bubble. 1 little bubble. Okay, so that was our handwriting time. And then we did some blending. I won't demonstrate that right now, but if you write all of the vowels down and you put a D in the front, you can make these blends. Da, de, di, da, duh. You can watch another Vowel People video to get those vowel sounds down. And you can even, if you're ready, add a third letter like da, and then put another D at the end. Dad. Dad. Now, I think I forgot to tell you about the letter D sound, so let me do that now. D says d, d, d. Can you make that sound? D, d, d. Letter D says d, d, d. As it sounds kind of like as in knocking on the door. So you can practice that today by pretending to knock on the door. D says d, 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 d. That's what letter D says. What does D say? duh, 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 duh. In my online classes, we go to everybody in class's house virtually. So we say, what does D say? Let's knock on so-and-so's door, duh, duh, duh. And they have to say, come in. So why don't we knock on your door right now and you can tell me to come in. All right, here we go. What does D say? Duh, 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 duh. Come in. Oh, it would be so fun to come in and play with your toys. That would be so cool. Or slide on the slide if you have one out back, or swing on the swings. Well, that is the sound that letter D makes, and that was our letter handwriting and phonics time. For math today, we did something so fun, and I'm going to show you. Let's head on over to the table and we'll do math from there today. Okay, so here we are at the table ready to do some math, and we're going to be using these little rubber duckies. I got these duckies at Dollar Tree. There are 3 in a pack, so I got 3 packs, so that let's count how many total that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 little ducks swimming in the water. We're going to use these today for subtraction. That means takeaway. So 9 ducks were swimming in the water, but 2 ducks decided they wanted to get out. How many ducks now are in the water? What is 9? Take away or minus 2. Can you count all the ducks? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 minus 2 equals 7. So there are 7 ducks swimming in the water, but guess what? 3 ducks want to get out. What is 7 take away or minus 3? 7 minus 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 ducks are swimming in the water. 2 ducks want to get out. How many ducks are swimming in the water now? 1, 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 ducks are swimming in the water. 1 wants to get out. Goodbye. How many ducks are swimming in the water now? Only 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 duck is swimming in the water, but he wants to join his friends. So what's 1 take away 1? 1 take away or minus 1 equals 0. Let's add these ducks back to the water. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the little ducks are back. Well, for music and movement time today, we sang 5 Little Ducks. I'll put the link below so you can sing that next, and then we'll do some art together. Okay, so homeschool moms, it's at that point that I recommend a little brain break. So do that music and movement time, do the little 5 Little Ducks song, and I found a really good video that has the motions for that. I'll put the link below. Now it's time for art. For art today, we're going to make a little duck pond using a paper plate. I just colored the middle part blue like the water, and then I colored all the way around green like the grass. Now, if you got the weekly lesson plan for this week, then you got a copy of this little guy. You can cut out that little ducky, and then you can color it too if you want. And then you can fold the little feet under like that. And you could be done if you want to. You could just tape him right in the middle of the pond, and I think that looks super cute. But if you want to take this one step further, and if you have a paper clip, you can tape the paper clip to the back like this. Trying to get it to focus so you can see. Okay, maybe you can see. I just taped it. I bent it like that, and then I taped it to the back. And now I'm just going to put this little ducky in the middle of the pond, You can go to your refrigerator and borrow one of the magnets off of it. And then watch this, put the magnet underneath and that little ducky can swim all around the pond. So that was a pretty cute art project for today. For science today, we did a virtual field trip to Tractor Supply. We talked to the lady there and she was able to tell us about the baby ducks that are right now, since it's spring at the time that I am making this video. The baby ducks are at Tractor Supply. So go on your own field trip or watch the virtual field trip in a different video. I will make sure the link is below. For story time today, we read the story Let's Feed the Ducks, and I'll read it to you here today. Let's Feed the Ducks is by Rachel Bang. Duck? Honk, honk, honk. No, that's a goose. Duck? Coo, 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 coo. No, those are pigeons. Duck? Ah, 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 ah. No, that's a peacock. Duck? Ee-oo, ee-oo, ee-oo. No, they're swans. Duck? Caw, caw, caw. No, that's a crow. Duck? Squawk, 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 squawk. No, those are seagulls. Duck? Woof, woof. No, that's a dog. Woof, woof, woof. Ducks. Quack, 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 quack. Yes, here are the ducks. Quack, 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 quack. The end. Well, I hope that gave you some ideas. For D is for ducks. Don't forget to check out that virtual field trip to Tractor Supply. It's just a very short video and we learned a lot. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.